The time is now 3 o'clock, and we will go ahead and get started with the last event for this year's annual Diversity Week. Greetings to each of you who are online with us this afternoon. I am Dr. Christy Kelly, the university's Chief Diversity Officer and Multicultural Student Services Director. My pronouns are she, her, hers. Traditionally and historically speaking, members of our campus community gather each year on our main campus in Romeoville to declare or redeclare our institution's commitment to being a space that is welcoming and respects all, or what we name a sanctified zone. Each year for over 20 years, we have done so and do so today to share with each of you that Lewis University believes in this philosophy and do our best to live it out. We rededicate all of our campuses near and far. In addition to our physical locations, we declare to be and act justly in our online spaces, as well as making a concerted effort to minimize biases, microaggressions, as well as macroaggressions. One of the goals for ending Diversity Week with Sanctified Zone rededication is to re-emphasize, remind, and reiterate that diversity, equity, and inclusion are important at all times, pre and post COVID-19, where we will call out xenophobia, racism, intolerance, and other forms of disarray. As we move forward in our time together today, please mute yourselves unless you have a speaking part. We will record this session. We will post this session on the university's YouTube channel, as we will do the other sessions that took place during the week. And if for any reason we are disrupted, the call will be ended immediately. At this time, please join me and several members of the Lewis University community in what we seek to make a powerful and positively impactful message regarding our commitment to DEI, that of which is directly tied to our mission. I now invite Margaret Martinez, Associate Director of Mission and Identity, who will lead us in beginning our ceremony in the Lasallian manner.
Let us remember that we are always in the holy presence of God.
Hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
A reading of the Sanctified Zone. As various members of the Lewis University community read the Sanctified Zone statement, I invite you to listen and to reflect on the pictures that you will see. You may want to make the pictures much bigger. Chris?
Lewis University, inspired by our Catholic identity and Lasallian charism, treasures each member of our community as made in the image and likeness of God, as a person of innate dignity and as a profound gift. As a sanctified zone, we seek to acknowledge, value, and celebrate diversity at Lewis University in our programs and classrooms.
We dedicate
Lewis University.
By hearing each person's unique stories, by accepting each other as individuals and as members of communities.
We dedicate
Lewis University.
By challenging our unexamined assumptions to help us unmask personal, cultural, religious, racial, and systematic discrimination and stigmatization. By recognizing that prejudice, ignorance, and stereotypes create and sustain a privilege and preference for some while marginalizing and oppressing others.
We dedicate
Lewis University.
By educating lifelong learners, we will be bridge builders and change agents in our local communities and in the world. By becoming people who are more compassionate, welcoming, hospitable, and committed to justice. We dedicate
Lewis
University.
Hallelujah. 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 On behalf of President Livingston, the ask is that through this moment, while brief, this moment of pause and reflection, that you will see or begin to think about how you can affirm being a community united in diversity. Before asking Margaret to close us out, I send my gratitude to the following people: the Sanctified Zone Planning Team, Steve Zlatic, Director of University Ministry, Margaret Martinez, Associate Director of Mission and Identity, Dorothy Vodica, Executive Assistant, Brother Peter Hannon, along with past and current students of the Photography Club for the beautiful images, Marketing and Communication for their assistance in getting not only me prepared for the week, but also for the beautiful images. Readers of the Sanctified Zone Declaration, most of which are members of the university's Diversity Engagement Committee, also known as DEC. Provost Dr. Chris Sent, Brother Phil Johnson, Dr. Daisy Sherry, Assistant Professor of Nursing and Director of our DNP program, Kristen Callahan, Assistant Professor of Art and Design, and the Director of our Computer Graphic Design program. And if at this time, everyone can unmute themselves, and I'll turn it over to Margaret.
Saint John Baptist de La Salle,
Pray
Pray for us.
live Jesus in our hearts forever.
Forever. Thank you, everybody. Be well.
Bye.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Adam.
It's good to see a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd have to agree with that one.
Hey, Tyler.
You agree, Tyler?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Jill.
As much as I like seeing Adam every week. All right, everybody have a wonderful day.
You too.
We're just hanging out to the end
Yes.
as everyone says goodbye.
Yeah.
Here we go. I was having some issues. It was great seeing you guys. Sorry for the
Oh, hey, Adam.
things been well.
You're okay. You?
I like